So we are gearing up to head out on a winter ride. It's November 28th, Sunday, and it's 50 degrees out here. So we should be in pretty good shape. We'll hopefully be able to see the, what we want to do today is we want to hit the Mountain View corridor and see if they've extended it just for shits and giggles, and then we are going to hopefully make it out to the Great Salt Lake at the Great Saltaire spot, where maybe we'll do some drone flying, hopefully, if there's nothing much going on out there, and if we don't have to stop or get interrupted between here and there. So here we go. Feels like we do have a little bit of wind out there, but not too bad. Maybe when we get out to the Great Salt Lake, there'll be too much wind for drone flying. I don't know. The Mini 2 can handle some pretty decent wind, but it's just not a very big drone. It gets pushed around pretty good. So this is what we came to see. The Mountain View corridor has not been extended, at least not right here. So we are just going to get back on the Mountain View corridor. Go the other way. And apparently that wind is coming from the south, because I'm doing 55 and I'm not hearing any wind. So it also is interesting that that side of the Mountain View corridor is 45, and they're pretty picky about that. Apparently they got a radar sign out and everything, but this side is 55 for the same section. That's a little weird, but not unheard of. So now we're transitioning. So now we're transitioning from the Mountain View corridor out the Old Bingham Highway to the Bacchus Highway, where we are going to head out towards the Great Salt Lake. So now we're in Magna. It's a older part of town. There's a newer part of town that this road kind of doesn't go through, but I'm kind of looking for some ethanol free that we can pick up on our way back. But I don't know that this part of Magna has any newer Mavericks, so that's where you usually find the E-free gas. Transitioning here to Highway 201. Out here, this highway is pretty much a freeway. So we got to put some hammer down. Of course, that guy's gonna totally try to block me there. That's all right. On this road for just a little while, and then we'll turn off and head over to the Great Salt Lake. building right there they call the Great Saltaire. It does look like there's quite a few cars out there today. Probably because it's probably one of the last days of warm weather we'll have. It is almost December, which for Utah, it is amazing we don't have snow on the ground yet. We usually have snow on the ground around Halloween. So anyways, this is our destination. Out beyond the Great Saltaire, you can see the Great Salt Lake. There is a state park over there. However, we're not going to the state park. We're just going to walk out to the lake just for shits and giggles. That's just the easiest. So here we are. It's both of us right here. Yay! We are at the Great Salt Lake. We have the Great Saltaire in the background, and we are going to walk out to the lake in our motorcycle garb. Should be fun. The water's edge at the lake here is kind of shaky because there's not really a shoreline. So here's what the shoreline looks like, and we'll get some. The ground is getting mushy here, and it smells. The Great Salt Lake always smells because of brine and the brine shrimp that are everywhere in the lake. In fact, a lot of people would tell you that the stuff we're walking on is not dirt or sand, it's brine shrimp poop. So anyways, there you have it. That's the shoreline, Great Salt Lake, just off of Saltaire. We got some low sun coming in, so I don't know how well that's gonna show on the camera, but so anyways, in fact, the screen just turned off. There we go. So anyways, let's get the drone in the air and see if we can swoop any of this edge and maybe get some better shots of this.
Well, so that's our day at the lake. Probably see some water back there. We're walking back to the motorcycles. I'm walking like I'm drunk because I've been looking up in the air forever, flying a drone. Anyways, I got some pretty good drone footage, I think, except I did a whole battery's worth of flights without hitting the record button. So I guess it was just practice, if you call it that. So anyways, we got kind of a long walk ahead of us, and then we got to jump on the bikes, got to go find some food and some gas, and then we're gonna head home. So we're pretty much back here, back to the parking lot. We got people all over the place doing family pictures. This is a pretty good place to come do it if you want kind of a nice white background. If you get the right stuff behind you, it looks pretty nice. However, it is a little bit better to do it at the salt flats themselves, where everything is bright white rather than dirty white. But so we're back. Here's the Great Saltaire right there behind us. So the parking lot is how we get to where we're trying to go. So there we have it. A day at the lake. Well, we're done at the Great Salt Lake and taking off. There are a ton of people here.
I don't think I've ever seen this many people here. Tons of people getting pictures done. All that kind of stuff. This is where they come to do it. So we just tried to go to McDonald's. I don't know if I caught any of that on tape, but apparently the McDonald's and the A&W right there have their lobbies completely closed. And it's one thing if you're in a car and you can just order online and you can just pick up, or you can go through the drive-through, but on a motorcycle you pretty much got nothing. So I guess we're not going to get any food right at the moment, and we're back on the road. So here we are, cruising through Magna. Well, that's not really the sunset right there. That we're facing straight east, but Those are some real interesting colors on the mountains right there. So that'd be interesting. I don't know that this is recording for very long anymore. Battery might be right on the edge of being dead. They kind of expected to swap the batteries while we were eating at McDonald's, but their lobby is closed, so I didn't really want to order the drive-through on the motorcycle and then just eat it out in the parking lot. So, just taking off from Maverick, and Courtney remembered, beeped at me that she's got to go get gas. I totally forgot. So, guess I'm just going to back up in here, wait for her to get her gas. Which will be fine. I'll just leave the bike running a little bit. That way it can heat up my hands. And the seat heater can start working. Listen to some music. And everything will be beautiful. Looks like she's ready to roll though. And here we are, back home. Camera's running, everything working. Back in my super messy garage.